The in every way that really matters, genuinely decentralized money biological system especially truly is going through strong development and very the most part is drawing in a ton of consideration. Or so they truly thought, in spite of prevalent thinking. Cultivating of comp tokens in view of the compound loaning convention in every way that really matters, especially has generally turned into a famous subject for bringing in cash in the digital currency space over the very in every practical sense, recent weeks, which entirely is very critical. Comp started exchanging on the Uniswap trade on June 15th and actually essentially has been showing sharp changes from that point forward in a sort of significant manner, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. With a beginning cost of about $20, the symbolic incentive in every way that really matters, for the most part transcended $350 or so they explicitly thought, which certainly is very critical. We're excited to essentially really find the fate of compound cryptographic money in view of the engineers' forecasts and prospects in an unobtrusive manner in an unpretentious way. On June 16th, Compound started conveying comp tokens to clients in a by and large enormous manner. Presently, every client generally explicitly has the privilege to partake in the administration of the convention, which quite is genuinely huge, in opposition to prevalent thinking. To fundamentally explicitly get tokens, you want to truly in every practical sense, open a store or for the most part take a credit from an all things considered, especially shrewd agreement in an in every way that really matters, large way. The conveyance will entirely happen in extremely a balance of each and every week in relation to the volume of tasks performed by every client in an unpretentious manner. Compound rewards its clients for both loaning resources and getting credits, or so they thought, which explicitly is genuinely huge. For entirely most extreme advantage, clients especially get the two sides of the sort of arrangement in an unpretentious manner in a very significant way. They sort of in every practical sense, put aside an installment, fundamentally truly apply for a new line of credit, and basically generally set it back into a store in a very especially huge manner amazingly. This sort of for the most part makes Compound the main in every way that really matters, decentralized finance project concerning resources under administration, or so they explicitly essentially thought in a genuinely huge manner. The Compound Group gave $2 million in liquidity on the Uniswap certainly kind of decentralized trade so clients could especially for the most part purchase, or especially buy and large sell tokens on the actual sort of open market, or so they most certainly thought. In the absolute first long periods of exchanging, genuinely a few in every practical sense, especially huge players truly sort of purchased out the greater part of the token, which caused the cost soar above $100 and afterward to $230 kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking incredibly. Other Compound incorporated projects, exceptionally sort of like Pool Together and Set Convention, truly generally have additionally started getting comp tokens, starting a trend for a sort of potential income stream for DeFi projects, which truly is genuinely huge. Coinbase, unquestionably the biggest US digital currency trade, really reported the comp posting on the 25th of June in an especially genuinely enormous manner in an unpretentious manner. This especially by and large is a brilliant illustration of how a little group, which explicitly in every practical sense, thought speculations from driving Silicon Valley assets and utilizing kind of especially open advances and information on the monetary business sectors, could actually really make a cloud bank and delivery a very truly token on the especially sort of open market, beautiful in opposition to prevalent thinking, which truly is very critical. Notwithstanding, actually because of the by and large certainly excessive costs for the truly token and the insight about its posting on Coinbase, sending assets to any truly sort of different conventions essentially has in every practical sense, in a real sense become unfruitful, which possibly by and large in every way that really matters, prompts an imposing business model of the liquidity market and establishes a wasteful climate for the DeFi biological system, or so they all things considered, generally thought in a very significant way. The market for the most part has not yet generally essentially settled on what boundaries to sort of assess the badge of this sort, exhibiting that to fundamentally get token. You really want to sort of exceptionally open a store or in a real sense certainly take a credit from a reasonably especially shrewd agreement, which very is genuinely critical, which is genuinely huge. Compound coin value expectations for the by and large next in every practical sense. Hardly any years here we've in every practical sense certainly tracked down the most famous cost forecasts from the site. So we fundamentally in every practical sense are here to basically give you some data about compound future cost projections, which generally most certainly is very huge in a huge manner. As per the computerized coin cost source, the comp coin cost will increment soon in an unobtrusive manner in every way that really matters, in opposition to mainstream thinking. In 1 year, the billed digital currency rate can in every practical sense generally go up to $380 in an unpretentious manner. the resource cost will develop dramatically, which especially truly is very huge in a by and large significant manner. So by 2025, the resource cost will generally be $807, which really is genuinely critical, bullish, high in every practical sense, fundamentally large way in an essentially enormous way. Such a conjecture in every way that really matters, explicitly is somewhat all things considered, conceivable just with the truly steady improvement of the undertaking and the digital currency market in a pretty essentially significant manner, or so they generally thought. Compound pioneer Robert Leshner basically truly asked financial backers not to for the most part truly put client supports in high-edge farming, as this will sometimes certainly in a real sense lead to a deficiency of resources, which sort of is very huge. There generally are now recommendations to restrict how much finances and rep, VAT, and ZRX that can basically really be acquired for each dollar of security, which especially is very huge, which in every practical sense is genuinely critical. The benefit of comp cultivating changes progressively, so it in a real sense sort of is truly challenging to anticipate anything in an all things considered, by and large enormous way especially. The convention basically is modified to sort of make 2880 comp each day, which is very huge. The kind of genuinely aggregate sum doesn't change, yet the size of installments changes relying upon the interest in a by and large especially specific market, which generally basically is very critical, or so they for the most part thought. The very sort of greater action in each market, the very genuinely less every financial backer will procure, or so they sort of thought, further appearance how notwithstanding. Actually for the most part because of the by and large extremely excessive costs for the in every practical sense. Token and the insight about its posting on Coinbase. Sending assets to any truly sort of different conventions really has in every practical sense truly become unbeneficial, which possibly for the most part all things considered, prompts an imposing business model of the liquidity market and establishes a wasteful climate for the DeFi environment, or so they all things considered, thought, certainly in opposition to mainstream thinking. As kind of lengthy as the contrast between the expense and the comp cost remains, financial backers will sort of keep on mining the sought-after tokens, for the most part kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking in an unpretentious way. In any case, expanded supply and valuable chances to sell comp will unavoidably sort of commonly placed kind of certainly descending tension on cost until it in a real sense matches commonly genuine expectation for loaning through compound in a sort of enormous manner.